and it's about pre-workout depression. Now, pre-workout depression, kind of a weird combination of words, but it's not so far-fetched. And the reason why is because athletes, whenever you go in and you do something really hard, and your workout consists of just doing hard things, or your day, consists of doing hard things, showing up can sometimes put a mental strain on your brain, the thing that matters, the most. And so I think that we all get into that stage, whether we post about it or not, just like I'm doing right now. I'm just talking about something that happens with me. And, you know, I think the biggest thing for me is getting out of this, getting out of that rut and then going to do the thing has always proven to work every single time, even if I don't feel good and I get down and I do a push up, one push up, which we'll do here in a moment, to show, just that, it's just starting at that one little level, where it seems so insignificant. And it's interesting because I was talking with my dad on that subject of just putting a little bit, it's like investing in the sense you're investing in your own body. You're putting $1 away, and how insignificant that can always feel whenever you're putting in some effort, but it doesn't seem like enough. It always adds up. That little bit of effort always adds up. So, you start with one, and then you go to two, and first step is always going to be getting out of the comfort zone. This isn't a video that I am used to making or that I would normally make. My normal videos are going to consist of me, actually doing a workout, doing the thing that I'm talking about doing. But right now I'm just in that zone where I'd rather post about people's biggest problem is getting out of bed, getting started. It's always the biggest hurdle to a workout or to starting a day that you have something that you have to do that you really don't look forward to doing. And that's just the fact of the matter. We all have things that we don't want to do. You can check out my channel. I have all the workout videos, and all those videos, for the most part, they start off very similar. Sometimes I just don't want to do them. That's just the reality of it. I just don't want to. And every single time I get started, and I start with one, and that's my encouragement to you guys. Start with one. Start with one. What's going on, guys? What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining, hopping on. I'm really appreciative. I know I'm in bed right now. My usual videos are working out and things like that, but I'm just talking about starting with one and where I am, where I can be in my workouts is just like this. I don't want to go, and I don't want to do the thing all the time. And it hits me, but every single time I get out of bed and I get on the floor and I hit that one push up, that one push up turns into multiple burpees, multiple ab crunches, going out on runs and stuff like that. So, don't be discouraged. It's not, you know, it's not just one person. Um, bro, you look like your mom left you. Wow. Um, but it's not just, you guys who are maybe afraid to work out. Some people are just afraid to work out because of maybe an injury, maybe a prior injury that they had in their life, um, or they worked out before and it just hurt too much. Don't let those excuses be in your head. Um, get up, do some push-ups. Just go for it. You know, like I can sit on my back literally right now and say that you guys can look at my videos. I'm workout fanatic, but guess what? Sometimes you got to give that little space for your brain to rest, and that's okay. It's all right to do that. So, what's everybody up to? We had a lot of Lucas Gamer. Bro, look. We'll wait for some people to get in here. I think it's important to talk about. It is important to talk about. I think this is my only video with me laying in bed, actually. It is. I never just lay in bed and do a video. Kind of awkward, but it's all good. We're gonna be working out real soon, and this is the easy part. It's laying in bed, just taking a moment and being like, some deep breaths. I think it's weird because, you know, the fears that set in to not want to go out and to not want to do things, that's real. I don't know why though, because it's like, why has the world controlled, has that much control? You know, why do the things in the world have so much control that it's like, you know, we tend to put ourselves in a place of fear of doing things, of, you know, whatever it may be, going out. My day when I go out, I am hyper focused, hyper just like, and I can, you know, be so honed in on like, I don't know, just just different things around me. Yeah, no, I hear that all the time. Thanks. Yeah, but yeah, Daniel Cormier, good guy. I do not mind being compared to Daniel Cormier. I do not. I love the dude. He's a great fighter. I used to wrestle myself, and that's, yeah, all that great stuff. So, anyways, but going out, being in fear, is a big thing, for me, anyways, because, you know, I'm trying to control all the things I really can't control. I'm trying to control, you know, like, and then I have things that I non-negotiables, like going out with people I care about. I have to be able to see everything. I can't I can't let my guard down. You know, I can't be, um, you know, I can't be lax and just be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna, you know, sit all the way back and not be aware of my surroundings. And that's for me personally. And I feel like a lot of people are like that. I feel like a lot of people do tend to go out and can tend to be like that. But sometimes there's a lot of people that just don't. There's people who literally go out and they don't mind, they don't pay attention to their surroundings. They don't, you know, and that's on them. That's not on me. You know, but guess what? There's always somebody watching. Just like you guys are watching me right now, there's always somebody watching, watching you, watching your every move. So be aware of that. That's the reality. But being afraid to do things because of, you know, the reality, the world that we live in, that is a whole different subject. It's a whole different animal. And a lot of people, some people aren't there yet. Some people aren't developed enough, or mature enough to really understand that. So those are typically the people that just go out lottie dottie, and they don't think about their surroundings. They don't think about, you know, there's no intentional planning to their day. Don't be that person. Plan your day out. Be at least a few steps ahead. Like, okay, I'm going here. What can I expect? How do I react when I go to here? For example, when you go to work, what are some of the normal things that you do when you go to work? And how can you just pay closer attention? If nothing else, pay closer attention to yourself and be more in tune to what the things people are saying whenever you're at work. Be more like, just more aware. You know, for me, I'm like hyper aware. So I'm I'm always grabbing on to something in my environment to, I don't know, maybe just keep my eye on the swivel. But anyways, right now I'm laying in bed waiting to do some push-ups and some burpees. So that's where I'm at right now. Thanks for those who took some time to listen to my rant, because it's definitely a rant. This is not this is not my normal video. It's just a rant. But I'm about to go because I'm just gonna go ahead and do my workout. I'm not gonna do it online right now. I want to just focus on just me doing it by myself. All right, peace.